What's up, world? This is the Cannonball Podcast. I am your host, Captain C. Here and always with me, we have our crewmates. Unfortunately, one of our crewmates is indisposed right now on the toilet, so his name is Ginger. His name is his name is Double Shot Guerrero.
Oh, wait, he's signed to join us.
Please don't say my last name out loud.
He's signed to join us, Captain McStinky.
Double Shot.
That's your name. Oh, we already start?
Yeah, we already started.
We decided to fuck with you.
Yeah. No,
we're gonna keep it in.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Then we got one-eyed Josh. Then we got one-eyed Josh.
What's up, y'all? Arr.
Then we got Gingerbeard.
Hola, amigo. ¿Cómo estás?
The fuck? You're not Spanish. And that was
Well, that's actually pretty good.
Now we
actually.
sound racist.
How is that for
That was actually pretty good, though. I do admit. That's pretty
and like always, this is one of our Halloween specials. This year we're gonna try and do two. So next week.
good. Shit.
Whoa, can't do that.
Dear
We'll
God.
be watching a lot of horror movies next
The
Thursday.
fuck's wrong with you?
I'm not
All
evil.
right, let's go Florida. Sorry, my fault.
He's a
They're 2-0. Dude, I am a Florida fan, so fuck you. And they're playing the Toronto Maple Leafs, so fuck them.
Good to know. Anyway.
No. Anyway, we watched some horror movies today. We're gonna discuss some other things and other news topics, like what's going on in Israel, and not give our opinion on it.
Apparently, one eye is against it. Okay.
Oh no, he's Jewish too. That makes no sense.
I'd rather not just talk about it, dude. It's
personal.
It's called being our respectfulness.
All right. Well,
if you want to talk about it, I'll give you
I'm
my
not gonna
2 cents.
talk about. Oh my god, I wasn't gonna talk about it. I was gonna give my respects to the fallen people.
Well, that's fine. We can do that.
Oh no, let's not do that. Let's do what you wanted to do and just not talk at all.
I didn't know what we were talking about.
No, let's do it. Joshua Wysocki, who's Jewish, does not care about the victims of Israel.
That's not what I was saying at all.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to talk about other than just the victims. I thought we were going to talk about the whole.
No,
conflict.
I wasn't gonna talk about all that
You know
stuff.
what? No, he's right. Not Israel. How about Ukraine?
Wait, what's
I
wrong
thought we
with
were gonna
Ukraine?
talk about Ukraine anyway.
What's wrong with Ukraine? Right. You don't know because it's old news.
That's true.
Which I hate because, everybody's like, oh no, we gotta help Ukraine, and now, they're like, oh, is it okay? I'm like,
Actually, it's not. We're still helping Ukraine. We're just not talking about it.
Okay,
yeah.
I want to say personally, I did not know we were talking about the innocent victims. I thought we were going to go in
We
depth.
talked about this on the phone. I did not say we were going to talk in depth about the thing.
I assumed, and my assumption made me the asshole. But I apologize severely.
Do not apologize to me. Apologize to the victims.
I am sorry, victims. I did not mean to assume that Captain C was going to talk about the in-depth situation. I thought it was. My bad. My heart goes out to the victims of the innocent casualties on both sides, Palestine and Israel.
Okay.
And fuck Hamas. That's
Oh
all
yeah, I have Hamas automatically. Who says, yeah, Hamas? Who the fuck's going to say that?
Yeah, we said, that's why I said fuck them.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to add a little bit more of a fuck you to them.
Yeah, fuck Hamas.
yeah, I think. Well, I'll
Take
be
a
honest.
dick, they can take a dick up the ass.
Are you done?
All right.
Okay. Anyway, I'll be honest. If it was Scotland were under attack, I'd be like,
Wait a minute.
If Scotland was under attack, we didn't have to do anything. So you mean Great Britain's under attack by that? Not meaning that.
Well, you said you felt you as a Jew, you get uncomfortable with Israel. Me,
I'm uncomfortable with Israel? No, I'm uncomfortable with the war on both sides. I am tired. I'm going to say this real quick. I am uncomfortable that people are trying to say, well, condemning this civilian casualty means you're for this side. Condemning this civilian casualty means you're on this side. No. War means there could be civilian casualties. I'm sorry. War is messy. War is brutal. It's hell. That's how it's going to be. But at the end of the day, both people have the right to defend themselves. Civilians
Yeah.
and non-civilians.
Well, first off, You should have let me finish
Yeah.
what I was saying before you jumped in or tried to signal no when I was going to say something. I was going to say we're going to pay our respects. That's all I was going to
Yeah,
say.
that's why I said I'm sorry if my assumption made me the asshole.
I saw him what he did is like, and like, oh wait, hold up. You see?
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, I learned
Yeah.
about today I learned a little bit about the Ukraine thing, and basically what I learned is that Russia was fucked either way.
Yeah.
Being that they don't have fertile farmland, and their population is actually surprisingly more 60 to 50-year-olds than it is 20 to 30-year-olds. It might be due to the fact that their war policy is basically throw endless waves of troops at it till they all die.
Or surrender, or get captured.
Or that. Or it's because they just don't have great fertile farmland to support a country of their size. I'm going to go on both. It's probably both. And that this war was inevitable. Now, the reason why Russia attacked Ukraine was because they're trying to basically claim back land for fertile farming, and because of, I think, something else that I'm not smart enough or intelligent enough to know because I haven't done enough research on it. The only thing that I could say and do is that, like, this is their strategy so that they can last another 50 to 60 years, so 2050, no, 50, 60 years, maybe about 2070, 2080.
Yeah.
Is when they're supposedly should die, or they'll die right now.
Which is pretty much the direction that they're going.
Well, that's what the United States wants and most countries want, is that they want to, in order to prevent them from firing nukes, which there's really only one way that they'll do it, and that's if Ukraine, by some miracle, is winning and then decides to invade Russia.
Which we told them not to do.
Well, and the United States is telling them not to do because they don't want nuclear
War. Or fallout.
I like the part where United States leaked in news footage that basically said when Putin threatened to fire on the United States basically says, "We know where you live. We know where you are. You'll die the minute you do it."
The minute you push that button,
you'll be dead.
Yeah.
We have sleeper agents.
Yeah. Well, no, it's our nuke will hit you too.
Yeah.
So. And plus their nukes are probably really old from like the Cold War.
Yeah,
era.
our nukes are more technologically advanced because the chip basically means that when we pick a target, it locks on and it goes straight for that target.
And
it's not a miss.
It's not a miss. If it hits something, it will not explode until it hits that target.
Oh no, it'll explode. It won't miss.
Yeah.
And it'll take out whatever's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're not going to give a warning to the citizens. Sorry, citizens, but
you're going to die too.
Yeah.
You hit us first. And then China has another 10 years before they die, and people are saying, and this is why, because China can't attack Taiwan, because if they attack Taiwan, their largest source of food goes bye-bye.
Us.
And the rest of the world, because we're going to bully the rest of the world into like closing off borders with China.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like 500.
Everything's going to be, there's going to be like trade embargoes and everything, just like Cuba.
From what I was told and from what I've learned is that the world that we know it is dying, but not in the way that we're all going to die. It's just that it's changing and becoming something that once was the 1900s world, where we're less open and more selective with trading partners.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's pretty much good, because having so many countries in the pocket of the United States is kind of...
It's not always a good thing.
No, it's not.
It's never a good thing. But we're not the only country that could do this. Argentina is another country that was said that it can do it. France, Germany, Japan. Although Japan is like, it's like a friends with benefits with the United States.
Well, fuck you. You fuck us.
Italian.
Wait, really?
I don't know about Italy.
Italy, I don't think gives a flying fuck.
Pasta.
Yeah. Oh, they make good pasta.
They do make good pasta.
Oh yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to contribute to that part?
But come on.
No, I think.
Well, we also found out
fuck.
Putin. We also found out that there is a
Putin's
rumor
sick.
that Putin is sick and could die soon.
Good.
Yeah, which means
Congratulations, Russia.
guess what, Russia, you're the worst leader in the history. Well, one of the worst leaders in the history of Russia will be
It's
dead.
worse. Yeah.
I'm gonna say this now, okay? I don't like communism, but at least Vladimir Lenin and Stalin were better leaders.
Well, you know what? There's
They
no.
were much more intelligent than Putin.
Yeah.
Well,
Putin's just a dumbass.
when I'll be honest. They're the communism. I think like you know what? I don't know. Well, so far, as Americans, we see it as always in a negative way, all because of the way the country's
It's not. First off,
Use it,
first off, the communism that we're talking about is not true. It's not true. Shut up.
Sorry.
It's not true Marx communism. Marx communism is basically kind of what socialism is a little bit. They're cousins.
They're very distant cousins, yeah.
They're somewhat similar, and the fact that Marx communism is basically everyone is paid equally.
Yeah,
There is no, there is no like higher or lower income, and the problem with that is that there really is no like, in order to like tax people, like you really do need like
a government.
well, not government. You do need more. Sorry.
Spray yourself. No, I was
You
more
do.
worried about you spraying yourself with that poison there.
Yeah. Well, no. You're more worried about like, I don't know how to explain it. It's more of communism could work in a utopian world. This is not a utopian world.
Mhm.
We all try and get, you know,
Ahead of
we're
each
selfish.
yeah.
And we get jealous of certain things that other people have. And not saying that like people always say like, well, you're for capitalism. It's like, well, capitalism is what I was raised under, so I understand that more than I understand communism or socialism. And like I understand socialism to a certain degree, but I'm gonna be honest with you, where the government pays you to do nothing
It's stupid.
is like that's not good. That's not a successful way of life, because the government will then take the money back that they give you. And like you do technically need a job in order for the government to run, because the government can't just pay you all to sit on your ass and then you not work, because then there's no money.
Yeah,
You
like,
see what I'm saying? Like you can't do what. I'm not saying that that's the problem with like socialism. It's like I like some of the socialism reforms. I do believe that there should be a universal health care. The problem with that is that I think it should be state level, not government, federal government level, because you'll never make 50 states happy. There will always be 10 to 20 states that are just not happy with the solution.
Yeah.
Same with gun control. I think that should be a state thing, not a federal thing. You should have a federal law that all states must follow, but every state has the right to choose, which I think most states do anyway.
Yeah, like there's some laws that like the laws on machine guns.
Yeah.
Because that's federal.
There's a law, I believe, that you can't have something after like 1940 or something like that.
1986. I think it's 1987.
Really?
Wow.
It's either 87 or 89.
Yeah, like you can't have like weapons after that or before.
Because I know the assault weapons ban was passed in 93, in 94, and it expired in 2004. Yeah, because I know in the 80s they put a ban on civilians buying new machine guns.
Mhm.
I mean, if you have specialty permits, you can, but
And I could see that. Anyway, another thing that I liked, which was not part of the United States, is actually I like the Japanese, the way that they're trying to solve homeless problem. And in Japan, when they make buildings that are for low income houses, they really are low income houses that are for people of that class. And they're trying to like basically Japan's basically their mindset is we want you not to be on the street, and we want you to live in a building.
Yeah.
And this is more for like some of it's for young people where it's like this is a starter building for you to live in, for you to get your money. The rent's cheap. It's brand new. You don't gotta worry about it, and like it's not trash. I would prefer adopting that to fight homelessness.
Yeah, I agree.
Than that. The only problem is that like our problem is that a lot of homelessness is old vets, like veterans who lost their home, they didn't get the help they needed, and that's a lot of, that's almost 60% of homelessness.
Because in this country, and I say it, we don't give two shits about our veterans, and I think it's a fucking tragedy.
Yeah,
we don't.
I do agree.
We don't, and that's the huge population of homelessness.
Yeah,
that's like 70 to 60% homeless. I think it grew to 70% because it was at the time 60.
I just looked up how many veterans are homeless in Florida, and it turns out approximately over 2,000.
Yeah, 2,000 too many.
I'm like, they helped us, and
I'm gonna say this now. The government should make up a thing, okay, where if you serve in the armed forces, you're taken care of for life. I don't care. You're given a house that's government regulated, okay?
No, you don't get a government regulated house. You're given a house, you're given the deed, it's your house.
Yeah,
you own it.
Yeah, fair.
You won't get taxed.
Yeah, on your house.
You won't get paid because you served in the military. It all depends on how much you served, though. I think
your level of discharge.
Yeah, and your level of discharge. Like you were you retired. You were like a master sergeant or like a 5-star general. I think you
get a man. You should get a mansion.
You should be free.
Yeah.
You're good. We won't
you're set for life.
Yeah, you're
no
set.
Income tax. No paying actual taxes.
Yeah, and then you don't your retirement is pretty much guaranteed.
Yeah,
and you also get I think the best thing would be I understand they give you health care. It should be the best health care that possible.
Most of it is.
It should be.
The health care is
but it is hard for them to get it.
It is.
And that's the problem. And they should be allowed to have it. So when they say you should have universal health care, I agree with that, but I think veterans should get it first before you give it to citizens. Because they're the ones that suffer the most.
Yeah.
We're not they say we're suffering, but it's we're not really suffering to the point they are. They're coming home from actual war zones where their buddy died in front of them.
Yeah. Because the thing is in this country with health insurance is the private insurance companies, they are greedy as fuck.
No shit.
They are very greedy. And they can drop a person for absolutely no reason.
I agree with that.
Same thing goes with stuff like car insurance. They don't have to have a reason to drop you. They can drop you just because a person in the office, not that they will do this, but they can drop you just because a person in the office has a personal vendetta against you.
I mean, for fuck's sakes, home insurance has gone up here in the state of Florida by a shit ton because of hurricanes, and it's
well, it's because of all the fraud that happened after Hurricane Irma.
Oh yeah, but I'm talking more. And my dad said it's worth not having insurance because I gotta pay. He's gotta pay to fix the whole house and everything in order to get the insurance. He's I gotta put in $10,000 to $15,000 into the house already, and then I gotta pay $10,000 to $20,000 for you. Hell no.
Yeah, because the thing is, actually our insurance made us at my house get hurricane windows, a new roof, and they want us to get a new roof every 10 years. And you know how much fucking roofs are?
Even a metal roof? If you got metal?
No, I forget what ours is. I think it's a shingle roof or something.
Oh, I would go metal, because if you go metal roof, then they can't say anything, because that'll be
metal
on there
roofs are really, really expensive.
Well, my dad paid for it. He got it because he's I'd rather do a metal roof because then it's
yeah,
done, good, we're good.
Yeah, and then also we also had to get a new Electrical box, we had to get, because our insurance was getting really greedy. Like, they kept telling us, oh, if you want that, then you need to do this, and you need to do this. If you
Yeah,
want.
because they come in and they're like, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong. They just keep finding shit that's wrong with your house and you have to fix.
Yeah.
Yeah, or they look for, which basically they're just looking for excuses for you to say, nope, I'm not going to do that, and then they just raise your rates.
Pretty much. That's all they want.
Yeah, they just want money, because that's the problem in this country is insurance companies are greedy everywhere. Car insurance, homeowners insurance, medical insurance. They're greedy.
Everybody's
They
greedy.
need to. I think they need to be regulated in a way to where the prices have to be controlled.
Well, same with the housing market. Like, the fucking housing market keeps going up and up and up.
Yeah, down here it's because all the New Yorkers keep coming down and they're buying all the fucking
Houses.
Yeah, they're buying everything, and then and then that's another reason why rent's going up is because they keep buying out these houses to rent out, and the rent's like sky high. The same goes with businesses too, because actually,
here's my solution for that. You're gonna buy and rent a house, then you live in New York, and that's where you live, and you're gonna rent the house. My solution to solve that, you don't get the non-income tax or whatever the state of Florida has. You get the state income tax of the fucking New York government, and you pay us because you're not a Florida resident.
Yeah, we basically need to tax the shit out of the New Yorkers.
Yeah, but you're not
New Jersey people.
Yeah, that you're not a Florida resident. You're a fucking New Yorker, New Jersey resident. You're just here.
They need to be taxed the fuck out of, because then they won't be able to afford it anymore.
Yeah, well, that's why you say, and that's why you can say, if they say, like, well, that's not fair. It's like, well, either pick a state. You either stay in Florida forever, or
don't go back, or stay in New Jersey or New York.
Yeah,
because actually, a business that's been in business for decades, even though they're out in the middle of nowhere, it was a tire and auto repair shop, and they've been in business forever. And their landlord was this sleazy piece of shit from New York, and for no rhyme or reason whatsoever, they sent them notice saying, "Hey, guess what? We're jacking your rent up $5,000 by $5,000 a month, effective in a few months. So figure it out or close down." They ended up closing because they kept trying to negotiate, but the piece of shit still wanted $5,000, and they had been in business forever.
Mm.
Yeah, that shop.
They did that to my parents' restaurant. I'm telling you right now, we had a fixed thing. They've been around for 7 years. New people come in, right? They take over the property area.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they want to charge them on top of the rent they're already paying, extra $7,000 in fees.
Where are they from? Where?
You want to know something funny?
What's that?
It's my cousin's company that owns the property.
Wow. That is horrible. They're doing that to your family.
For that Jewish dinner.
Well, I don't think my cousin has anything a part of that part.
I know. I'm just making.
Yeah.
It's the company that your cousin works for.
Yeah.
It's probably somebody else.
Well, then. Well, I'm sorry.
Well, we actually were able to talk him out of it, because what we did was we found out that Jimmy John's wasn't being told to pay that much. We were told that other chain businesses like the Ross wasn't being told to pay that much. Mm-hmm. Any chain businesses that were there weren't being told to pay that much. So we just said, my mom went to the new manager, I think it was, and she's like, you're charging us because we're not a chain business. Sorry. They're charging us because you're not a chain business, but an extra fee, but everyone else gets to go last 2 days ago and get $900 for their rent plus no other fees.
Yeah.
I bet they were like,
My mom just said, listen, you either drop the $7,000 fees forever, or this petition that I got everyone to sign, including the chain restaurants, will make its way to Palm Beach Gardens Department of Business and Land Control.
Mm-hmm. Well, sorry about the little rants that we're having when it comes to rent. It's just a pain in the ass for us down here.
Yeah.
Florida
residents.
right now is a disaster when it comes to insurance, when it comes to rent. And
it's all right.
Most of it is the New Yorkers that keep coming down here. They keep buying properties.
Well,
they're buying out all the inventory and they're causing problems.
Because they're evacuating their state because it's all fucking liberal shit. they call it like political
Yeah,
stuff.
but then they drag their shit down here and they fuck up our state. So,
Pretty
New Yorkers, unless you adopt our beliefs and you stop buying out all our fucking inventory, get the fuck out of our state.
Okay, first of all, no, you don't have to adopt just because you want to move to another state. You don't have to adopt.
But don't drag your shit down here and fuck up our state. That's all I say. Otherwise, get the fuck out of here.
Okay, how about this? Keep the drama in your state. Don't bring your drama bullshit over to our state.
Exactly. Boom. That's a better way of saying it. But I'm like, if you want to drag your shit down here with us, and the same thing goes to you fuckers in California. Stay the fuck out of our state.
Bro, are you fucking declaring war on California?
They need to be their own country. That state is terrible. I don't want to move to California.
There are times I don't disagree with you, but there are times like, yeah, they're like our dumb cousins.
The redneck cousins.
At this point, the sad part about this is that a lot of the laws that California makes are going to make their way over here eventually.
Yeah, because all California people are moving here.
With the governor or whatever of Los Angeles or whatever.
Or the mayor.
Well,
the governor made a law that was like, now it's fucking a child is not illegal.
Well, it
was the governor of California passed the law. Look it up.
Interesting.
I talked about it a couple podcasts ago.
Yeah.
Don't remember?
Yeah.
Well, they're idiots. They don't think.
Well,
they don't even allow their cops to chase bank robbers anymore.
No, they also made a law. They also raised the fucking theft to like $1,000 or some dollars.
Oh,
so like
yeah.
And then they wonder why we're having like a theft problem because everybody's like stealing and raiding stuff. It's like, yeah, because you fucking raised the theft to like $1,000, and so they're gonna steal whatever they fucking want.
Yeah, and then if they steal, they get a slap on the wrist if they go below because they don't keep them in jail either.
See, what I don't understand, and I understand the movement started. The BLM movement and all that stuff, and this is not this is not a thing. But when you listen to like a lot of African Americans who talk about it, who know what they're talking about, and then they raise the problem like you raised millions and millions of dollars, and not a single cent of it went to like the victims of these police officer shootings, and all you're doing is in your little protests causing mass violence and things,
destruction to black-owned businesses
and other businesses that are owned by other races as well, and you're causing like more division than you are solving problems. And that's the sad part about it. And it's like, and they're like, that's why it's like, I don't, when they say like, well, don't you believe? They're like, I believe all lives matter. I don't believe believe like, and I believe that if you're going to say that you want to solve police brutality, then you should give money to George Floyd's family and all those other victims of police brutality. Yeah. If you do believe that, you should give the money. So until I see the money exchange hands and you don't buy like houses and stuff, because this was all a way to get rich quick. Yeah, that's all it was.
Didn't they buy a freaking private plane too?
They bought a private plane, a private mansion. 4 private mansions. This is the leader of the Play On movement bought mansions for her entire fucking family.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like it was a get rich quick scheme. That's what it was.
I remember when during early 2020, right before the pandemic. Okay.
It was during the pandemic.
Yeah, right before the pandemic really hit us. We had to go on our 2 weeks of quarantining.
Yeah.
They were having marches all the way coming up to North Lake, and my mom and dad said, I don't know what's gonna happen, but they said, if we come to work tomorrow and our place is trashed, we're done. We're not opening ever again.
Yeah, we were like in my neighborhood when they were going to do the protest in Tequesta. Like me and my parents, like we were all home and we were legitimately concerned. Yeah, like, we were loading ammunition into magazines because we thought the riots were going to come to Tequesta.
My dad brought out his rifles.
Yeah,
I've never seen my dad bring out his rifles before. Never.
Yeah, I brought out, we had our AR-15s and our shotguns and handguns ready to go. And we were like, if they start rioting, which we knew they probably weren't going to make it to us because the neighborhoods outside my house, or the other neighborhoods in Tequesta are redneck, and they have a lot of guns. Like, as soon as those guys come in and start riding, they're gonna get shot at. And we would link up with the cops, and we would all just start shooting them.
All I'm gonna say was, to that effect, was I remember we were gonna hang out one day during this time of the rioting. My parents didn't want me guys hanging out with you because they didn't want us anywhere near Northlake. They didn't want us to be caught up in like in the riot situation. I know we probably wouldn't have gone. We wouldn't have gone to it.
That's stupid.
No, I know that. But they're like, you could be going nearby and get caught up in it for all we know.
Yeah, actually, I was driving back from the farms one day, and they were getting ready to do a march in Jupiter, and I saw the people walking with the signs, and my first thought was, Mother of God, please don't.
I was driving, and I was trying to get home after work one day, and they were coming, and they stopped my car. They're like, they were to stop my car, and they're like, do you support BLM? I'm like, can you get out of the road, please?
I'd be like, get the fuck out of my way before I run you over.
I said, get out of the road, please.
See, this is where we were talking earlier. You go way too far into like aggressive.
Me, I didn't do anything.
No, him. I'm talking to him.
No,
I flipped him off.
It's not what
The way his eye contact was to me.
You go like way too far into like over aggressiveness to where it's like if you just like
talk to them kind of
no. You
They
don't have
they
to
will
be,
not listen to reason.
No, you don't have to be nice. No, they'll listen to reason. You don't have to be nice. You can be like, get the fuck out of my way, you idiot.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to raise your voice. You don't have to yell. You just say, get the fuck out of my way and don't hit my car.
I'm just trying to live in my
life.
I'm just trying to go home.
Yeah. If you hit my car,
we'll have problems.
We're going to have a lot of problems, and I will go to jail.
I ain't afraid to go to jail.
If you hit my car, which is my property,
because you can press charges against them for vandalism on that.
Yeah, but like it's that thing where it's like they'll back off when you like they see the look in your eyes and you like you know
you're
like,
getting ready to go.
Yeah,
all I know is I said, "Could you please get out of the road, please?" And I gave a look, and it was two white guys and two black guys who used to this.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. They're not gonna do if you give them the look, they'll back the fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
Because
most of the time they do, unless they're the rioters, in which case that's when they're going to start.
But that's what I'm saying. Is like, dude, don't like. But what you did is like go way too.
You went way too far, which could have started a riot right then and there because they could assume that you're a redneck racist.
Yeah, they're gonna assume that. So that's why it's like it's best to just like be calm, but be like
assertive,
like stern.
Get the fuck out of my way.
Yeah, stern.
If you touch my car in any way, we'll have problems.
Yeah, you gotta be stern, calm. You can't be like
get the fuck out of my way. I'll run you over. You can't do that.
Yeah, that's gonna cause problems, and then there's gonna be a bigger problem that's arise from it.
Yeah.
Actually, my company did when the riots started saying the riots were going on because actually they burned down a store in Indianapolis, or not Indiana. Was it Indianapolis or Minneapolis?
It could have been. I think it was.
I don't know.
Could have been both. I don't know. It was Minneapolis. That's where it was. But yeah, they burned down a store there. But they said if it ever happens, they said for us to lock down the store and just leave.
Hey, look, like a lot of businesses in California, Northern California, Washington, Oregon, they're debating whether or not to just close completely, and they're not even like they're like Nike is basically saying like, yeah, we'll just close. Like it's
not worth it.
It's not worth the theft that's coming from that. What?
Is this supposed to be flashing yellow like that?
Dude, it's fine.
Still working.
Okay.
It's still working.
Hey, it's alright.
Yeah, it's fine, dude. Dude, it's been doing that for a
while. The last few podcasts.
Okay. Yeah, so
just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. If it flashes red, then we know something's up.
Yeah.
We know something's wrong.
Yeah.
So far, it's been fine. I'm gonna end on this, and then we'll do the fun stuff.
Okay.
Because I don't want to
That
continue.
took a while.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
Man, it sparks up good conversation.
It does.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I'm sorry, guys. I kind of spaced out a little bit because I'm like, here we go. Like,
you know what?
But here's the thing.
I could just had the same problem. I started to space out a little bit too.
No, but here's the thing. You need to have the conversation in order to just get it off your chest.
Yeah.
I mean, I try to avoid stuff like that.
You can't always avoid stuff, bro.
Well,
That was a bigger problem.
Well, you know what? That's how I was raised. Okay, like I can't like I don't want to like escalate stuff. You know,
We're not escalating it.
We're just telling how we
I'm
feel.
We're telling it how it is.
I'm not saying you are.
No.
No, it's the last thing I would have to say on the matter is this: when you do a BLM, if there is ever a BLM, what's it called, march now, okay?
Yeah.
Don't loot businesses. Don't attack businesses. But I'll tell you this now.
Well, it's
all
not,
you're gonna do,
it's
you're
not-
harming those businesses.
No, but it's not.
businesses.
No,
You're
but
making potential allies, and enemies.
okay.
Okay.
No,
What are you
but
saying?
no, but it's not that. It's. I don't think they can ever have a BLM march and it not
Evolve into rioting.
yeah in looting because it's been like you have woken up the door and people you will use that to get whatever they want
I know.
as a cover. And
I've
that's
seen-
what criminals are doing.
Yeah, what's that video you sent me where a guy stole a PS5?
There's a guy that stole a fucking flat screen TV in front of the cops, rioting.
Yeah, and
Like a
they-
fucking
yeah.
flat screen TV, and the cop said, like, do you really need a flat screen TV for fucking, like, whatever you're writing for? Like, you're. Really?
The reason why they do that is because they could sell it on the street and make a shit ton of money.
Well, no, they're doing it for their home.
Oh,
They're not doing it for
yeah.
fucking. They're not doing
One
it
guy
to
stole a
fucking sell it.
PS5. Another guy came up, beat him up, and stole the PS5 that he
Well,
stole.
no, and they also like in fucking Philadelphia, they stole Apple, which that was actually stupid.
Stupid,
Because their phones can be tracked.
And
well, it's not
locked.
just that; they don't work once you leave the premises.
Yeah, they don't.
That they turn off, like they literally shut down and will not work. So that was just stupid. Like,
So they end up just either throwing it out or bring it back.
it becomes a hunk of brick.
Yeah, basically.
A boat
You can chuck it at people.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty much it.
Take my iPhone.
Well, you know, I never encountered anything involving
Well, it's a good thing, John. It's always a good thing.
Yeah.
Like, we're not talking
Further
about.
away you are, the better, dude.
yeah.
No,
because-
we're not talking about that. But there comes a point where avoiding it is no longer going to be the option. Because, like I told a person at work, I said, we're already heading for war. Like, we are.
Mhm.
Like, this is, like, history has told us that these type of things inevitably end the war. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know where the strike's going to happen. But in this country, there is possibly going to be a war. And you can't avoid war. Once it starts, like, good luck. Because they're going to start drafting and they're going to try and get everything, they're going to try and get all the young guys as much as they can get.
I'm hiding.
Well, good luck with that, because you better hope.
I'm
the
making
fuck-
lists. I'm already making lists of countries.
No,
that I'm
no,
gonna
you
move
better
to.
hope. You better hope the fuck that they don't find you.
Hell, if it comes to it, I'll take you guys to Italy with me. We'll move to Italy all together.
Eh.
Yeah, I love that.
Well, I'm just saying like that. I'm not talking about other. I'm talking about here.
No,
in
I'm
Yeah,
America.
I'm saying like
If
if they
there's
start
a
drafting.
fucking
Yeah.
war,
Yeah.
a civil war, like what you're trying to say for,
Yeah.
like rich versus poor, something like
or
that.
whatever. It
Yeah.
don't matter.
I am moving to Italy. I'm finding a way to bring you all with me.
Yeah.
I want to go. I was thinking about Switzerland.
Yeah, but Italy seems just a little bit better.
Yeah,
Better food,
pizza.
Yeah.
Pizza,
but that-
ravioli.
And gelato.
No, also,
Yeah.
Also, his last name is an Italian name, so he would fit.
Yeah,
in.
I do have Italian in my blood, and so
I'll
does,
just change my
so
name to
does he.
Santorino.
Yeah.
Works.
Yeah, so will I. And then I'll declare full citizenship in Italy, and I'm like, hey, I ain't going to war.
No, that's why. Like, I'm not not saying you can't avoid it. It's just what I would say. It's where it's like I'm one of those people that's like, in order for me to learn about something, I like to talk about it. I like to have a conversation about it because the better thing to do is to talk so that you can get what you know about it out, and then someone who you're talking with can talk it back
Yeah.
to you, and like you guys can have a fluid conversation instead of having a conversation that ends into like fucking like fuck you, no fuck you.
Yeah.
Thing.
Never ends well.
It never ends well, but
It
it's
ends. It never ends. Yeah.
All right. Well, but to lead off, what I was gonna say, Walmart is now starting their system as well. They're gonna start closing some stores at 9 o'clock because of theft.
Oh.
Mostly in Atlanta and I think in California and Oregon and stuff. And they're also just straight up closing stores.
Yeah.
They're just straight up like they're getting out of there.
Yeah, and there goes all those people's jobs too. Those people are all screwed.
All right, I think we've had enough like political news crap talk. Time for the Halloween stuff.
Woo!
Halloween special. So
Oh, yeah.
we watched 2 movies, actually 3, technically.
Well, yeah, technically.
Technically 3. We watched American Werewolf in London, Friday the 13th, and Friday the 13th Part 2. Stop repeating when I'm talking,
Sorry.
please.
Yeah. He does that.
I
I
try.
don't mean to do
I know. I try. I ignore it, but there are times when I'm
The
just like,
patience is just.
no. There are times when he repeats it right as I'm saying, like, could you please not?
Yeah, I
not.
understand. I'm
Would
sorry.
Just not.
Okay, I'll try not to do it.
We're also going to talk
What else
about.
did I talk about?
We're all-
See? Annoying.
Okay, you just did it for the D of dick, though, I think.
Yeah, I did. Sorry.
We're also going to talk about Goosebumps. If you, I swear to God, I will hit one of you.
Well, I didn't say anything.
I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm at that point
Okay.
because that's not being funny.
I didn't do shit.
Oh, okay. We're also going to talk about Goosebumps because Gingerbeard and One Eye did watch the first. Well, you watched the first 2, right?
Yeah, well, not all of it. Was
You know,
of course,
we'll
of course
still
you watched a lot.
we'll still talk about it, and One Eye Josh will give you his take on it. And if you want to learn more, he has a video out on YouTube. If you want to give the video name,
Oh, yeah. It's called Let's Review the Goosebumps episodes 1 to 5. It's on my channel, A Talk of Life for Me.
Mhm.
Go check it out on YouTube.
that's for the full depth review for him, or for if you want.
I didn't really do full depth. I just talked about things I liked and things I didn't like.
That's still kind of a full depth.
Yeah.
But and we're also going to talk about the House of Usher. I'm not going to spoil it for John or Gingerbeard. I'm not going to spoil it for you. I'm
Okay.
just going to give you you should watch it. It's very good. And I've only watched 2 episodes, but even I can kind of figure out because I read Edgar Allan Poe all the time.
Yeah, so do I.
I heard his. Sorry.
No, go.
I heard it. I heard House of Usher and Goosebumps are having like a competition, like a.
They are.
Yeah, they are. I haven't heard about it, but I think both series can live together. I don't really see the need for it.
No, but not really. But actually, I don't see the problem because Goosebumps is more targeted for kids, but this is more targeted for adults.
Yeah. But I also really I want to start with the House of Usher, if we can. And
Okay, sure.
And the movies will be last, right?
Oh no, the second to last because we gotta do the taste test.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
All right. The House of Usher. I am a very huge Edgar Allan Poe fan. And I think this is something that Andrew would like too. I really do think that.
Yeah, I'm a huge Edgar Poe fan too. So
Yeah. I think he'd like this too. And I thought it was just going to be the story House of Usher. I had no idea walking into it. So like when I watched the trailer and then I watched the actual shows, I had no idea that he pulled from all stories, and the way he connected it
was brilliant.
and the way that it's not like each story is like penciled together and like thick and like completely crap. It flows in and out of stories perfectly.
Really.
It's very fluid how it works, and I just really enjoyed the first episode. Got me intrigued because it sets up the family, it sets up the deal, kind of like you get the idea of that there's going to be a deal, and it sets up like how they came from, how they got so kind of fucked up due to their mom's relationship, which I was very interested in.
I also want to mention that it has an actor of superior acting skill, Mark Hamill, in it.
Yeah, he's the lawyer. He's the Usher's lawyer.
Oh, is he? Oh,
Yeah, he's a
He's
fucking...
a great lawyer.
He's a very good lawyer.
A great actor.
Oh, yeah, he's a fantastic actor.
Oh,
and I was...
every scene with him I was in love with. It was just so good.
And I'm not gonna lie, all the kids die. Like it's set up. It's set up in the trailer.
Every kid's gonna die.
The trailer basically says like, oh, they're all gonna die. So I'm not. That's not a spoiler.
Okay.
That's not a spoiler. They set it up pretty much. They're all gonna die. I was not aware of the. I had an idea of the order. I'm not gonna say it because again, that's spoiling it for John. I'm not doing that. But I really like what they did with the Raven, and the fact that it's not just an episode. It's actually she's throughout the entire series. And it is very like I really liked it. And you have a hard time guessing like is she a god or is she something else entirely?
Yeah.
And it's very interesting to watch.
Me and Chris knows. I mean, I told Captain C about it, so what she really is, but I'm not gonna tell Gingerbeard. Gingerbeard and Double Shot have to look at it for himself. All I'm gonna say is you'll get like a gist of it, but you'll be like, when the reveal happens, you're like, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I will say the only thing I will also say is that they also tell like a few of their personalities. One of the daughters is straight up Dom. She's straight up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if she's a dominatrix, and I have a sneaking suspicion that she pegs her male secretary. I mean, pegs.
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I know that sounds. I'm just saying, like I get pegging vibes from their relationship, and I don't know why. I get that. There's one son who is bisexual. He's dating a tranny.
Yeah.
I know it's a tranny. Either that or it's a very feminine gay man.
One of the two.
It's one or the two.
Either or.
It's either or. There's one she's completely gay, and it's the Telltale Heart one.
I like that one.
Which I really like. That's not ruining the episode.
No.
They give you titles.
The second title is probably my favorite for the second episode, Masquerade of the Red Death.
I like the oldest son.
Is that?
Oh, him? Yeah, he's
I liked him at first.
Yeah, I did.
I'm not gonna say the storyline. I liked him at first, and then
He
I know he's gonna turn. There's gonna be a turn, and
his sister.
the two oldest ones have the normal relationship, and then everyone else has like they're either bi or they're straight up gay or they're. That's it.
The two old. No, sorry. The sister is a cuck.
Dude, stop telling.
Sorry.
Stop. I'm not. Dude, you see how I'm talking? I'm not revealing anything.
My bad.
So don't talk.
Okay.
Because you're the one who reveals stuff. I'm trying to be very discreet.
You do have a You do have a habit of doing that.
He has a habit of when he starts talking, he won't shut up.
Well, that's him in general. I mean.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So you want to go into a rating real quick?
My rating for the first two episodes, because I've only watched the first two.
I was gonna ask you a question.
Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Is there an episode about the cask of
The Cask of the Amontillado is not a title name, but it is a part of the story.
It's a focus point.
And it's a very much focus point, and it's one of the main reasons why they make the deal.
Yeah. And also the
company that Mr. Usher runs is called Fortunato. So you know who dies, and his name is Fortunato. So you can already guess that there is that story.
Yeah.
I've just excited because it's not really ruining. This doesn't ruin anything. They are talking about. He's telling the truth. That's how the story goes.
Yeah.
And he and his sister are going to a
New Year's Eve.
It says New Year's Eve party. That's all it says.
Yeah.
And there's dialogue there that basically says they committed a crime. You don't know what crime it is. You have no idea what they did because they haven't revealed it yet.
Yeah.
It's throughout the story. I guessed it right away.
Murder.
Well, I guessed it that, and I said, well, the company's name is Fortunato, so it can only mean that it is what I think it is.
Yeah. I'm like, Fortunato. Okay, so it's probably murder.
Yeah. Okay, so it's murder, and I know how the murder is. I don't know who they murder yet, but that gives me an idea of what the deal is.
The funniest thing about this, I'm actually not.
The acting is 10 out of 10.
Oh, the acting is 10 out of 10.
Oh my god, I love Mr. Usher.
Mr.
Oh.
Usher is a great character.
His sister is psychotic.
Yeah, insane.
Like very like she threatens you, and when she threatens you, it's
you
like
mean it. She means it.
oh, you're gonna die if you fucking cross me. He is like
he's the shake your hand.
Well, no, this is this isn't a spoiler, per se. There's a scene. His sister threatens them, and then he basically just stands up and says, "I'll give you $50 million to find the traitor." And yes, I'm saying it, and I know the traitor's in this room.
Yeah.
You guess what? You've just been marked $50 million. And he walks out the door, and I'm just like, holy crap!
Where the sister went to each of individual children and tried to scare them.
Well, no, the sister is like threatening everybody. He just straight up like, you know what? I'm just gonna make
solve this problem.
I'm just
You
gonna
get
make
marked,
it easy.
you're fucked.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna make it easy as hell. $50 million.
Ian,
That's
the
it.
person who brings me the traitor.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, we're done. I'm gone. Like,
I'm out.
yeah.
I have to go fuck my new wife.
I guess I don't like that.
I don't like the new wife scenario either, but
I'm just not a fan of that. But I guess I'll figure it out when I see more of the episodes. My rating for the first two. Episode 1 is a good pilot. An 8.
okay.
Could have been a little better. This got nothing to do. I'm talking about the scares more than I am anything else. Episode 2, 7. It was not. I wasn't like it wasn't bad, but it was a little like it
dry.
Well, yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Also, I really did not care for the one son.
What's the youngest?
Yeah, I really did not care.
He's
for him.
annoying.
I hated him from.
I don't like him either.
I hated him from the moment he stepped on the screen, and I just was like, once he died, I was just like, finally,
Yay.
It's like
About
finally. Like, I just like, thank God.
It took you long enough. Oh.
So that's my rating. Now, One Eye has watched the entire series, so he's gonna give you the full rating
Yeah.
for
So
him.
for number 1, which I forgot the episode title for number 1.
Hmm?
Let me check real quick. Can I?
Go for it.
Okay.
You found it?
I gotta go to follow the hot real quick.
Should have been like right there on the screen, just like first thing you see.
Yeah, it should be.
Okay, so it's a Midnight Dreary. Number 1, I'm gonna go with same as Captain C, an 8.
Yeah.
Just acting was good.
It was phenomenal. The
Yeah.
acting was phenomenal. It's just scares could have been a little bit better, and I thought for a pilot, I thought it was fine.
Yeah. For Masquerade of the Red Death, personally, it's my favorite story Edgar Allan Poe's like repertoire.
Uh-huh.
I have to slightly give it an 8 because it's my favorite story.
Uh-huh.
Plus, the way they executed it was very well done.
Uh-huh.
The only thing that takes away from being a 9 or a 10 is the youngest son. I do not like him. He's a jerk, a dick. He's just no.
A cunt.
Well, yeah.
No, I wouldn't use that word.
Well,
but,
no,
yeah.
I know, but it.
Wouldn't go that far.
No, it's not that. It's just like for me, like the reason why it's a 7 for me. It's like again, like I got nothing to do with the pacing. It's just the first and second episode from what I can observe. First one was perfect because it sets up everybody. The second one was a little bit like he's just not a well-liked character, and it really
takes away from the
Yeah.
episode. That's why you give it the lower score you
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Which I completely understand.
Yeah.
Number 3, episode 3, Murder in the Rue Morgue. Absolute 9.
All right.
It's good. The only thing drawing it back, I say, is it's not as scary as episode 2 or 2.
Okay. 4.
Episode 4 is a 10. Personally, it's a 10.
Okay.
I like the guy who plays the guy, because we know obviously said he played the guy in iZombie.
Yeah.
He did the scene real brilliant. It definitely shows his lack of mental faculties as he slowly goes into insanity.
Mm-hmm.
As well as I just love the black cat because I like black cats.
He's talking about the one that's bisexual. And
The cat?
No. The one son.
Yeah, the cat's bisexual.
A bisexual cat. Yeah, that sounds really smart.
He just looks beyond everything.
The one son is the one son. We both.
I'm sorry. I know you mean.
No. We both thought he was gay, and then it's a funny scene because his husband or boyfriend comes home, and a girl pops up from his dick, and you're like, oh, he's bi.
Yeah.
I thought he was gay. I thought he was gay.
He's like, shit, he's coming in and get on the balcony.
Yeah. I thought he was gay.
Number 5, The Telltale Heart. I gotta say, the reveal is I'm just saying, the reveal is brutal.
Okay.
That's
all I'd say.
That's a 10.
Grade.
It's obviously a 10.
Wow.
For the reveal scene, it's brutal.
All right. And it's the one I know, right? It's the one child I was guessing because.
Telltale Heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. You're
the
right.
wire one.
Sorry.
Yeah.
6 is Goldbug. I think it's the only lowest one on my list. That's like a 3. Not a 3. It's like a 6.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
The acting isn't bad.
What I said, the cat. I don't.
No. Let me read this. The bisexual cat meows with other cats.
Yeah, there is a bisexual cat. It's named.
There has to be.
Yeah, there is a bisexual cat.
If there can be gay horses on a movie, then
What?
Gay.
I've never seen the movie Talladega Nights.
What do I have
Dear
to see?
God, no.
What do I have
That
to
movie's really fucked up. It's
bet.
very politically incorrect.
Oh,
but yeah, the guy does have one of those guys do have gay horses.
Well, they have
Horses
gay-
that are gay.
Well, they have gay penguins.
So they say.
And gorillas.
Well, penguins can't tell the difference between male and female.
You guys are really. Their fault.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
So Goldbug, the reason why I give it a 6 is I just don't like the character it's centered around.
Yeah, I figured that was gonna be a thing.
And I don't like her. I don't like the overall, like, the way they chose to go with it.
Yeah.
But other than that, the acting is great. So that's
that's
why,
a positive.
Yeah. And they held true to the story. They held true to the story somewhat. So that's why I'm giving it a 6 and not lowering it to, like, a lower grade than it should be.
Okay.
And then number 7, Pin the Pendulum, we're going back up to a 9
Okay.
for this one. Personally, because it's my second favorite story in Edgar Allan Poe's repertoire.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a beautiful scene, and it's where yours and my favorite character meets their end.
Yeah. Fuck.
Which
I knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
I know it's gonna happen.
it's a brutal scene, but God, is it also satisfying too, because you come to loathe this guy at the end.
Yeah.
And then the final episode, The Raven, is 10. I'm sorry. It's a fucking masterpiece.
Never more.
It's literally the line, and I love it. The only thing I like is the very end of the episode. I can't say more.
Yeah.
But just the end of the episode is so brilliant.
Is there a woman named Lenore in there?
Yes.
Yes, it's
I
the
thought
granddaughter.
so.
It's the granddaughter.
Oh wow.
A fun fact. I'm gonna
Actually,
give you
the
this. I'll give you
granddaughter.
this.
Actually, no. The granddaughter and his first wife are both named Lenore.
No, his first wife is named
Yeah.
Annabelle Lee.
No, they said the first wife was named Lenore.
Annabelle Lee.
Annabelle Lee Lenore, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Annabelle
It's
Lee.
still Lenore.
I guess if you want to go that far.
Oh, Lenore.
All I'll say is The Raven, 10 out of 10. Great way to end the series and story.
Mm-hmm.
They do add something that's actually a Jewish in origin at the very end of the story.
Mm-hmm.
I won't tell you what.
Mm-hmm.
You'll just have to come watch the series and find out, and then you'll ask me. But
I'd love to see eventually if we get this on the road.
I'm done.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm curious now. I want to watch it now.
Well, if you want, we can watch the first episode with you.
Yeah,
When we're done.
I should probably. I get home.
we can do that next week if you want.
Yeah, sure.
All right. All right. And then now the goosebumps.
Okay, John, do you want to start since you've only watched the first 2, and then I'll take it off from the original, all the 5?
Yeah. Okay.
So do what we just did for Fallout Soldier. You just give your grade for each episode, and then that'll be it.
all right. Well, obviously, I didn't really expect a lot out of it because, I was on Hulu, just trying to find what to watch and all, and I'm like, Goosebumps. Oh, it's out. Yeah, I gotta watch, and then, now the first episode, it was okay. The first episode is like it's based off of the
Say cheese and die.
yeah, well, teaching yeah and die where you take a picture of the person and
So, just take it real quick. So, the way the series is going about it is they take the premise of the book, okay? They run with the premise, but they don't actually take, like, word for word what happens in the book.
Well, they didn't say anything with Fall Last Fisher.
No, I'm just saying, yeah.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of they took the monster and the idea,
Yeah.
and then they made it their own.
So, basically, what they're doing is camera shows an evil future. That's it.
yeah, pretty much that's a basic plot
Yeah.
and honestly like all they didn't like adapt like all of it like they used the basic like I said the camera that shows your bad future
Yeah.
and they put that one story element I guess I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
it's to be fair, it's right. Story element is correct.
yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah. So, except they took it out of one setting and they put it in a high school with a jock, which I'll be honest, it's interesting how what happened if a star athlete took the pictures and of course it involves a ghost, which okay. I
really are not to spoil it because I'm actually interested in watching. So
Okay.
All right, well, yeah, we'll just
I'll just give you the general gist of, like I said before, and then when I did talk about it the last time.
here. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you still want to do yours? So my bad. My bad.
That was fine. But I think I'll try to do it and see if you're going with this.
Okay.
So yeah, the first episode, let's say she's in die. Well, now episode 2 is a haunted mask, which I thought it was in like a collection of stories, like how
You thought it was to be an anthology like the original was, and it's not.
yeah. It turns out like episode 2, you see the same the guy in last episode. Like, wait, what? Oh shit! Well, like, okay, well they're connected. All right, I expect this. Like, I was like, well, so they kind of they pulled the House of Usher in a way, like
There is an overarching story to this, which
when I like from what I've read and from what I've heard, look, it's more of the both series picked and chose what part of the story they wanted to keep, and then they wrote it into that narrative. Now, Fall of the House of Usher kept more of the stories from the short stories and the poems in their TV show. They just wrote them more fluid and more connected.
yeah.
So this one episode might be like what he said, like the Black Cat or something. Like it might be that name of the story, but there's other little short stories
that
and
are being featured.
well, no, that's what I'm saying. There's other little short stories and poems from his works that are kind of put in to the episode, but doesn't take away from the overall story.
Right.
It just gives you that little like, oh, I know that one. Like I know where that's from. Like, if you're a huge fan of Edgar Allan Poe, like, you know that. If you're not, like, Andrew probably doesn't know, it might get him to, like, oh.
Maybe I should read the book.
Yeah, maybe I should read the poem that this comes from, or the short story to see, like, if I like it or not. Or, like...
Captain, I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
It's kind of like, what the movie, Brothers, Grimm.
Rose, yeah.
Where they put all the stories in like into one, like
Got what you're saying.
Red Hood, Snow White, and,
Yeah.
like no, or that one the comic that's that combines all the all Shakespeare plays
I
all
think
together, like
Yeah.
crossover or something like that.
that's what I was getting. I think I kind of get the gist. Your grade for episode 1 and 2?
You first?
Yeah.
First episode, I give it a 7.
Okay.
Because, you know, like anything involves high school, like really the jocks.
Yeah.
Episode 2, an 8, because I like how the mask is like. Oh, sorry, spoilers.
Okay, so the basic premise for the Goosebumps series.
You say you like how the mask is used.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The basic premise for the
This
Goosebumps
one,
series
yeah.
is that these kids are parents attacked and bullied this kid and resulted in his death in the 90s. And now his ghost is coming back to take revenge on their children for them in a way killing him.
They're misdeeds.
Yeah. So
Oh my God! Is it like a Nightmare on Elm Street?
in a way, yeah.
Elm Street?
Yeah.
Yeah. The ghost he punches your the kids all because you fucked up in the past.
Alright.
That's how
So episode 1, Say Cheese and Die, personally I didn't like.
Really?
It was slow to start. I also don't like the original story either in the original books. So in the episode,
So what's your grade?
I gave it a 5
Wow.
out of 10.
Wow.
Damn.
I gave it.
I woke up at 7:32 in the morning, and I remember watching halfway through, and then not because the episode was boring, but I was so tired from waking up that early that I actually fell asleep, and had to go back later in the day and rewatch the episode from that point on.
Mhm.
That I fell asleep at. But Isaiah, not a likable character. I didn't like him in the beginning. Sorry, he was kind of a jerk.
Yeah, he did. He gave up to he's not really an ass. He's kind of like sensitive, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, well, do you care how I
Feel.
feel? It's like, of course, I think, but you know.
My favorite characters so far are James and Lucas. The Daredevil skater kid.
Him.
Yeah, and James is Isaiah's best friend who's gay.
The guy who hold on,
To the
drone.
yeah, him. So Haunted Mask gets a 7.5.
Another low score.
The reason why
It's still a good grade.
the reason why Haunted Mask gets a 7.5 in my book is because I understood what they were going for with the Haunted Mask. It just wasn't scary.
No, it's more.
The troll. It was like the meme I showed you guys earlier. It's like it's a troll. Like how was that scary? Like
They're trying to be. I think it's just.
though I do like that they kept some of the things
Okay.
from the original story. Sorry, you were saying? Go, sorry, Ben.
I was going to say they're trying to be. I think it's trying to be
Original.
relatable.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you're trying.
I do like they kept the two things from the story. One, that the mask can't come off after a certain amount of wears. And two, you needed a symbol of love to defeat the evil of the mask.
Well, I think. Personally, I thought in the episode of the mask, I thought she couldn't take it off because part of her wants to keep it on because it gives her
Power in a way.
well. All right. It's probably a spoiler. It is. I apologize, but if she puts on the mask, her personality changes. You know. So
Well, the original mask is then in the original episode too, a little bit.
yeah. Instead of actually, I think they were. Oh my god! I'm thinking of the other the mask of the Smokin'.
Yeah,
What kind of mask? I
that's
think
not the kind of mask we're dealing with. No.
I think they were trying to put them together.
So
Like, okay,
yeah.
no, that's not how you do it.
So the next episode, Cuckoo Clock of Doom, which happens to be actually two things, fun facts. The first book I ever collected in my original collection, and the first book I ever read of Goosebumps, and it's actually one of my favorites. I gave it an 8
Yeah.
as a score.
Awesome.
It's a good story. The only thing that draws it back is I do not like how they went about using the Cuckoo Clock of Doom as their thing. It just kept, basically, it was just, think of Groundhog Day, but like only contained into a 3-hour window of a party.
That's stupid.
Well, so it's not like
And all James is doing is trying to get kissy face with a jock.
That's stupid.
I know.
All right. Next
But
one.
other than that, it was a great episode.
Okay.
so it's not like he doesn't go back in time as a kid or anything.
No.
Like in the original. Yeah. Okay. I was hoping.
So the only thing, one of the cool things I liked about it though was that him going back so many times, he actually created alternate time versions of himself, or as I call them, time paradox clones, that are actually evil and end up trapping him. And that's all I can say more.
Okay.
Book number 5, or no, 4. Episode number 4, my bad. Go Eat Worms happens to be my favorite one of the favorites of the episodes. It gets a 9. I think it had a very emotional story. The idea that somehow worms made Lucas invulnerable to pain, as well as like he breaks his fingers in one scene, and they reattach and the bones religamentized, so they he doesn't feel pain.
Regenerate.
Yeah, in a way, he really breaks his fingers bad.
I heard that.
Yeah, my bad. But think of it a bigger crunch.
Yeah, I can imagine all the sound it would make, which is owie.
And his bones is reattached basically and fixed. It also changes his personality to more of a dickish dude.
Oh god, douchebag.
Yeah, but
oh boy.
It's all saved from by his mom. And then episode 5, Reader Beware.
Oh yeah. What was your score of that episode?
Oh, 9.
So, as you're saying, over like episodes, it gets a little.
Yeah.
It starts to get
better,
right?
Yeah. Well, this one, episode 5, Reader Beware, gets dropped a number, so it's now at an 8.
Oh. Well, let's
so the problem with episode 5 for me is there are parts that were too heavily focused on relationships, and I just didn't care for it. Mm-hmm. The other thing I basically realized later, this is also my scoring from my video and this are a little bit different because I've come to realize different things now. But
hour and 13 minutes.
Nice.
What was I at? Sorry. In the video, or in the episode, basically, it's a double entendre. Basically, I'll just give you the forerun. Margot one of the characters gets Biddle's diary or journal, and it allows her to actually see the past whenever she is in the exact location that he writes about that day. So, in a way, it's reader beware, because when she reads it, she's actually seeing what's happening and being written down.
Okay.
But she ends up being stuck in, a time thing.
Time paradox.
Not really. She's stuck in the past, but she's there in the present. Her brain's not there.
It's a time paradox.
Yeah, basically.
Land of Lost?
In a way, but her physical body's still there. Her brain's not.
Okay.
Anyways, that's it. I have to go to the bathroom, so I'll be right back.
Okay, then we're good then.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, and we'll start with our
drinks first playing, or?
I'll do movie reviews.
Drinks will be last.
Drinks will be last then.
Okay.
I'm
sorry, I'm gonna go home. Sorry. I'm sorry. Alright,
drink some coffee.
Drink a soda if you want.
Alright.
Or drink a water.
Is it pause? No,
No, not pause. I'm letting it go because I'm not letting it letting it pause.
We're not screwing this thing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, so Chris, I
What?
mentioned this to Josh earlier, but did you see that some kid in our county had got tested positive for tuberculosis in a school?
Tuberculosis.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do the Smirnoff Ice thing. We'll just do the movies.
I thought you were going to say AIDS or something.
We'll do it at the end of the video.
No, we're not gonna do it at all. We'll just We'll just do the
Oh,
movies.
no, we'll do it.
All right.
I can wait.
All right.
And here's Rachel.
Come out.
You can come out.
Yeah,
You're gonna
he-
be on.
What's stopping you?
He's in there
Yeah, he's in there.
doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
Okay, I know that.
No,
Obviously.
you're good.
I hear. You want me to scoot it? We'll scoot it.
Sure, I guess.
Yeah, sorry.
I guess I'll have to crawl under the table.
You don't have to crawl under the table.
No one said you had to do that.
Well, it sure sounds like it.
Army crawling.
And I wish. I wish we had a bigger place or something.
By the way, Josh, for Italy, I'm in.
Hey.
Same here. Yeah.
And
I don't.
I don't want to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to get.
Good thing is, if we flee to Italy, I can take my guns with me.
All right, I'm going to start with the American Werewolf in London. We start with the American Werewolf in London. We watched that movie. These two, Gingerbeard and one Double Shot Girl, have not seen it
I
and
have
watched it, and they actually enjoyed it from
It
the
wasn't
sound of it.
terrible. It's not my type of movie, really.
See, the title. It was a little like. It's well, it sounds stupid, but you know what? The movie
It's an American kid that turned into a werewolf in London
In London,
and
yeah.
killed. What was his bloodshed at?
Blood count? Well, he killed.
There's body.
Well, no, he didn't kill his best friend. His best friend was.
was killed.
His
Was,
best friend
was-
was killed by
best-
another one.
Yeah, well,
Werewolf.
the werewolf of the same blood. So basically, he was bitten by a werewolf and turned into a werewolf, and basically,
There you go.
I guess any kills that werewolf had get transferred to him, or the most recent one, which just happened to be his friend. You want to close the door?
Yeah. It turns in this movie whoever you or the one who
Got bit.
well the one who with that but the victims you or the one has killed
I think it's the most recent one. So like.
yeah, well,
So his best friend, either that or the victims just didn't give a shit. The other victims just didn't give a shit because they didn't know him.
well, yeah. Well, so I guess that's why.
Yeah.
Well, so anyway, your victims after according to the movie, I don't know if it's like all like a hallucination or something.
No,
But
it's not.
It's supernatural.
It's the supernatural. So basically, like with the lycanth or the werewolf disease, basically like the more you kill and the more you're left alive, the more your victims will haunt you and try to make you commit suicide, because in order for them to move on, you have to die because they died in an unnatural way,
Yeah,
an unholy way,
yeah. So they're stuck in
limbo
limbo
until you die.
As the undead.
Yeah,
Undead, yeah.
And I forget. I think he killed 6.
About yeah.
No, he killed 6 in his first transformation. He killed 6 people.
Yeah. He killed.
He killed 3 homeless,
A couple.
a engaged couple, and then a
Didn't,
father
didn't he kill another guy?
and a businessman.
Okay. And then he killed a guy in the subway.
Yeah, that's the businessman.
Okay.
Yeah, those were the 6 people he killed.
and some old people who died on screen.
Well,
I think I don't know.
no, he killed 3. No, he killed 3 homeless guys off screen.
Yeah.
They just saw him, and that's how they died. And then he killed a businessman. That was his last kill. And then he killed the fiancés, the engaged couple, at the beginning of his night.
Yeah.
Those were the 6 people he killed. His friend was already dead beforehand.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That and basically after his escapades, he's trying to fuck his nurse girlfriend, which we all watched those scenes and
thoroughly enjoyed.
Well, Guerrero did.
Yeah.
Fuck off. He did too.
Yeah, we all did.
It was okay.
We all
Okay.
did. We all agreed the
I've
nurse is
seen-
hot.
I've
Yeah.
seen better, okay?
Well, yeah. it's
Friday the
not.
13th had some better stuff.
Well, Friday the 13th was made
Oh,
by
is it better,
porn.
better?
It was
Yeah.
made by porn creators. So,
Yeah, it was made by a porn director and porn producer. So yeah.
Of course, it's gonna have better stuff.
attempting to go into the horror scene
Yeah.
apparently. And
Yeah. So I think the second transformation has some of the funniest
things.
No. Shut up.
Sorry.
Some of the
dude.
funniest. Stop repeating me, please.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to.
No, I know, but you're coming in when I'm saying it.
Yeah, man, come on.
They have some of the funniest death scenes that I think are hysterical. That just downright, I think we all just started laughing when we were watching it because Andrew, you said how many people did he kill indirectly? That's what you asked.
I think
Oh my
he
God.
killed so
Right,
many.
yeah,
that
yeah.
was, that was
At least
indirect
12,
bloodshed.
at least
That was all
12.
caused by car accident.
The
At
car-
least 12.
Yeah.
You seen one guy get flattened by a bus?
He
No,
did.
he got flattened by a car.
Oh,
Hitting
car,
him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Flattened
yeah,
by a car.
They ran
hitting the
over by a
bus.
car. Then the car that ran over him hit the bus.
Yeah.
And the guy flew out of the bus into the car.
Yeah.
I can totally I'm sorry.
Go.
Well, I'm dead.
I can totally imagine the werewolf like going, oh, well, that was easy.
No, it's the button. That
Yeah,
was
it's
easy.
He
Oh my
also
gosh,
kills one police officer and one detective.
Well, he kills a detective that deserved to fucking
Yeah,
die.
the detective got what he deserved.
he tore his head off, right?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
tore his head. He tore his fucking head off in the middle of fucking.
In Brizzy Street with
Yeah.
people onlookers.
No, but he also killed the patrons of the movie theater. He killed like I believe
Yeah.
7 people in the movie theater. The usher
Yeah.
and like whoever was watching the porn. And I gotta be honest.
Oh, yeah.
That porn.
That scene we're gonna talk about in depth. We're not gonna talk about. But
That was the
good
most
lord.
awkward porn video ever. Because this is the scene where the girl's in her underwear.
Okay,
and
no. I want to dedicate that to a
Yeah.
different thing.
Okay, relax.
Okay,
relax.
I want to dedicate that to a different. Like, I want to talk about that separate.
Okay.
This is the review of the whole thing. I want to do that separately though.
Okay.
No, it's a funny. We're gonna get back to that. But he kills the guy. He kills people indirectly, and then his girlfriend, the nurse that we all think is hot, straight up,
She was.
she was hot.
Yeah.
Like I wish we
Definitely
were the
fuckable.
werewolf. I think there's a couple times we all wish we were the werewolf.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
She and the doctor who's trying to help him get out of the taxi. He's trying to stop her because he doesn't want her to get attacked by him. And Alex, that's the nurse's name, is running down the street, and I cried when I first saw it because it is a scene where it pulls at your heartstrings.
It's romance and
And she says, "I love you," and there's a slight hint of
recognition, and then the wolf takes over,
and then it strikes, and then the cops shoot him dead.
and she just starts crying.
Yeah, and it is a sad scene, and that's how it ends.
Yeah.
And I think you said, "Really?
That's
how-"
over. It's
Yeah,
over.
that was me.
Yeah.
I did say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be honest. Well, so overall, I give the movie a 9.
Great.
Yeah,
Wow.
because
Wow, that's okay.
it wasn't well too thanks. It wasn't well too it wasn't like stupid, you know. Like,
And at no
I guess
point, and at no point was it really like boring.
You know,
'Cause
it didn't try to take itself too seriously. That's what I like about
that I think that helps when
that's
you're.
one flaw, you know.
I think that helps when you have a director who is probably a horror fan, but was a comedic director.
Yeah.
Like he did most of his comedies.
Yeah.
He did mostly comedies.
Yeah, he made Animal House. And
Yeah.
I think he made all of the International.
Lampoon Vacations.
Yeah.
I think he made a couple of them. I don't think he made all of them.
Oh, really? I thought.
I think maybe there were a couple that were different directors, but the same writer.
Well, basically, he's
Yeah.
originally he does funny stuff.
Yeah, but it was and what the fun thing that makes it so seriously is after the first transformation when he wakes up in the zoo and he's completely naked.
That was funny.
It was the funniest scene because
Some naked guy stole my balloon.
No, you ruined it. You ruined the scene.
No, he didn't. He made it. He picked out the funniest scene.
Yeah, but he didn't say what he actually said.
Mm-hmm.
He says, "Come over here. I'll give you £2." And he says, "Okay." And he takes his balloons.
Yeah.
And then the kid goes up to his mom and says, "A naked American man stole my balloons."
And she's like, "What?"
yeah.
Oh,
There is
What'd you
also
That's a new one.
there is also a moment in the scene where you actually do get to see his dick.
Yeah.
oh God.
And it's nice.
It's not small either.
Kessler.
Why would
like
you-
the Jews?
Now you see why the nurse enjoyed it so much.
Oh hell yeah!
I
The
don't.
funniest scene, one of the funniest scenes in the movie is when he's in the hospital, and he's like, I think he's a Jew, and he's like, because he's circumcised. He's like, actually, that's common practice at a lot of places now, and he's like, but she is right. He is a Jew because his last name is Kessler, and that's a Jewish last name.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's so funny because like, wow, Jack Crow has bloodhound for Jews.
Are you done?
Sorry, my bad. It
I'm
was-
sorry. The Jew stuff. I get it. Okay.
No, my uncle made that joke once.
Okay,
when
then.
we watched it. Sorry.
I want. I'll talk about a guy's dick. Okay.
I wasn't.
Dicks.
Okay,
Well, you kind of were.
my bad then. But the funny thing is, he stole the woman's coat and is waiting in line and says, pretty tough weather we've been having lately. The guy just looking at him like,
All the stairs.
There was one guy who's doing this, like trying not to, and there's like this one guy just intently staring at him.
like really?
I don't know what you're into. Believe me out of it.
Well, it's like I don't know what you're into, but what the fuck?
Yeah,
Dude, come
really?
on now. Here, of all places, you
I'm
know.
gonna be honest. When I want to talk about the werewolf scene, the transformation, which we all saw.
Oh yeah.
The best part about that scene, I told Double Shot, is that me and Josh know this. It's filmed in reverse, so they start with a full werewolf and then they end with him as a human. So that's how the scene plays out.
Right.
So it is a gruesome
No,
transformation. It really shows how, like, oh my god,
It's painful.
It is a very painful transformation. That's why the howls at the beginning of the movie were so much pain, because
Yeah,
the werewolf was changing. Yeah,
That was brutal.
Yeah.
yeah. But I think that's one of the best transformations in any werewolf I've seen.
I feel like it's the best in like any horror movie.
Yeah.
You know, so
I mean,
Whoa.
I've seen a different one, but I won't go into detail.
Yeah.
But
Well, it's supposed. Well, I think what the director says is that like you're changing into a monster, and it's not natural.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to look painful.
it's supposed to be painful.
It's supposed to be unnaturally painful,
yeah,
and it's
you're
supposed
elongating
to.
your limbs, your
Yeah,
throat
all that
snouts,
stuff, yeah.
your ears are extending.
Yeah. So I think he accomplished that, and I think it actually signifies that like if you want to pick a monster to be, I think a lot of people would choose vampire or Frankenstein over werewolf. Especially if it's going to be that painful. All right, tough guy, you can do it. You can be pain. You can be that pain the entire every full moon. Live with that pain.
That's fine.
Go for it. I guarantee you, after the first moon, you're going to be begging me to shoot you.
I just a
Who
ghost.
knows?
I just a ghost because
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
really? You want me a ghost?
yeah. I mean,
Ooh, watch
Yeah.
me turn off this light.
You get to possess people too. I think that's the best part. You get to possess someone. Take them for a ride.
oh, well, I
Take a ride in your skin.
I'm taking a ride. Let's take you for a ride. All right.
A race car
All right.
driver.
Double. What's
Yo.
your grade?
You're great.
Your grade?
For
Warehouse.
werewolf.
No, werewolf.
Warehouse.
Warehouse.
I
Warehouse
did.
movie.
Out of 10. What's your grade?
Let's see. I would give it maybe a 7 out of 10. Only because, and I'm
After-
bumping it up because of the hot scenes.
Yeah.
Well, the reason why is it's not his type of movie.
I'm not a big fan of horror movies. I've never been,
but it was entertaining.
it was entertaining. And it was fun to make fun of it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
make fun of the idiots.
Yeah. So just standing there in the middle of the road.
Yes, which brings us to...
No, not yet. Obviously, I think you and I are going to grade it high. We'll just say our grades at the same time. Yeah,
10.
I got 9. I'm with one. I'm with Gingerbeard. It's not. I would say it's a great werewolf movie. It's probably one of the best werewolf movies I'll ever see, and that's saying a lot. That's why it's a 9. When it comes to horror films, I typically like slashers more than I like monsters.
Yeah.
There haven't been a lot of monster movies that have intrigued me. This is one of those ones where my father showed me, and I really liked it. And like I said, I did cry at the end because you do feel it's genuine love between the two of them,
yeah.
which is like, wow. Also, fun fact, she's pregnant at the end of the movie. That's not a spoiler.
I know it's not a spoiler.
Yeah, she's pregnant.
I don't do that.
She got knocked up.
Yeah, because
With a
there's a
werewolf
second
thing.
movie called A American Werewolf in Paris.
Which I heard was awful.
It is awful. It's directed by Disney.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
That's why I told you. It has a happy ending instead of a stupid, sad one.
Well, in this one, all I will say is the relationship is in reverse. A werewolf is in love with a human male. Sorry.
Dumbass.
I know.
No, but I think they took away the fucking, guilt thing.
Oh, they did.
I hate that so much.
It was so stupid.
I love the guilt thing because it actually gives them, you actually get to talk to
there's
the
some
people that
funny
you
moments.
killed.
Yeah.
I really like that part though, where it's like the two couple will have the weirdest smile for whatever
You
reason.
can shoot yourself.
You can take pills.
It doesn't work too long.
Ooh, a gun.
Yeah,
A knife.
yeah.
We'll try
Drowning.
drowning. I was like, that's just slow.
Even his friends like, hey, that's my friend you're talking to.
Yeah, well, he killed all of us, so fuck off.
I
agree with that statement.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be friends with you. You killed me.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
It's like
I want you dead.
It's like Stewie and Family Guy.
Yeah.
So you kill me, you ass. I'm just gonna live.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
I do. I love with the friend,
yeah.
zombie friend. He's
He is a hoot.
I love him so
a
much.
He's funny. He's
Really
a
is.
funny guy.
It's not like he wasn't like his scenes aren't over the top
Oh no.
comedic.
Oh
It's like-
no. It's because they're such good friends. It's like you can tell I think they picked two really good actors that play off each other very well. So
I agree,
you can
yeah.
tell that it's genuinely that they're two good friends. Yeah. And that's what it was. It's that I don't think he took pleasure in saying to his friend you have to commit suicide.
No.
He's like, I want to go to heaven, dude. I want to move on.
My grandparents are waiting.
Yeah.
I need to be.
Yeah,
in heaven.
I understand where he's coming from. Where it's like, dude, you gotta kill yourself. He's also saying I don't want you to commit murder, dude. I really don't want you to kill people.
I love you. I don't want that to happen.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
you.
He's literally trying to don't do it. The full moon's coming, man. You gotta kill yourself. And then when he doesn't do it, I love how the transition goes from he starts out white, just dead, with fresh cut wounds, right, Andrew?
Yeah.
The fresh cut wounds. I love how that worked. I love that makeup process.
Yeah.
And then the next
That was
scene,
disturbing.
it
Over
looks
time.
over time, he turns into a zombie, more zombie-fied.
He rots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's rotting. And then the final one, he's just a skeleton.
Yeah,
Full
with a
forgot.
little bit of skin left.
With a little bit, but I love how they moved that skeleton. It's a puppet, but
Yeah.
it's really cool. It's like, hey, buddy, that's my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know the guy.
Are they having a couple? Are they
Conversation.
Yeah.
dialogue in this is
All right.
great, you know.
All right. The dialogue that we're talking about, where all this takes place, happens in an adult theater
Yep.
where they're watching a porno.
On Piccadilly Circus.
On I don't know what the porn is called. I don't know. we were all fascinated by the
porn. It is the weirdest porn movie I have ever damn seen in my entire life.
I know it's a real. I know
It's a real one too.
But I don't know, and I don't know why they decided to choose the third act to be in a porn house. I think because it was funny.
Yeah.
For the comedy stuff, yeah.
For the comedy side of it, but I just was like, it was so weird to be like, if you're a cop running in to find out what's wrong, and you run into the adult film
thing, you would think he's like a serial jerker or something.
Yeah, and then you turn the light on, and it's a giant fucking wolf, and then like he runs like hell out of that theater, like shit.
Yeah, he's like, fuck this,
I'm out. And then like you hear the porn in the background, and I'm just sitting there being like, oh, man.
What the fuck?
I just know that guy that's operating the film is just sitting there being like, well, I'm safe.
I'm good.
No, the part that like cracked. There's two parts in the porno in the film that cracked me up the most, and that is in the beginning of the porno where the guy bursts out the door. And he says, "I thought you promised you would never do this to me again," and he's like, "I didn't say no such thing." And he says, "Not you, her." It's like, I don't even know you. Wait. Oh, sorry, I must have the room. And he leaves the room, and then the other scene is where right after when the usher is killed and the cop comes in, the porn star is on the phone with some random person.
Hurry up.
Yeah,
hey,
that's it. That's on the phone for some reason. It was kind of funny.
Okay. All right. Fine. All right. That's pretty much all I want. I don't know about you. If you thought it was distracting at all, like just listening to porn as the monster is getting its murder on.
Yeah, I didn't really care about it.
I could care. It's not distracting. I thought it was funny.
So Captain C said he cried during the
Ending.
I also cried in another part of the movie, and that is when David calls home to his sister.
Oh yeah.
When I originally saw it, I was like, oh, that would be something I would do if I were if I were a werewolf and it was like, I know I'm never coming home again.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm glad they had that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not being a dick, and I'm not being a dick. But the way he's having the conversation with his sister, I'm just sitting there being like, if it wasn't a little girl and it was a teenager, like take the hint of what he's telling you. Like he's telling you, like I love you. Yeah, I love you. Like he's already planned I'm gonna die. And he's trying to do it with a knife, and John's like, "Is that a real knife?" And I'm sitting there. I think it's dull.
It's a pocket knife.
I bet the blade's dull though.
Yeah.
I don't think it's sharp. It looks.
He probably could have sliced. It was a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
I know, but I mean, like for a movie, it was most likely dull.
It was probably a prop.
Yeah, it's a prop blade.
It looks real.
I thought it was a butter knife or something.
Oh no, it was a Swiss Army knife.
Why can't I die?
I don't know.
It's basically a multi-tool, John.
Okay.
I don't know why you didn't just jump in front of a car.
Yeah,
you're trying to
kill by a car in the beginning.
No, you just go downstairs to the subway and jump out in front of a train.
That's what he said.
Like an easy way to die.
You jump in front of a tube.
Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know, because when he's running away from his girlfriend, a car's about to hit him, and he just dodges it. Like, dude, let the car hit you.
Obviously, the car stops.
I know, but he dodges it too, and I'm like, just let the damn thing hit you.
Yeah. Overall,
I like it.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah.
I think it's one of the better monster movies that I've seen. And now we're going to talk about the slasher movie, Friday the 13th, Part 2. Part 1, we only saw the...
I hated it.
Yeah, we're not even going to talk about it. We're not even going to talk about it.
Yeah.
It was a waste of time. Well, I'll tell him, like, at the end, it turns out it was actually the boy, Jason's his mom.
Yeah.
He just didn't know.
Yeah.
It was a killer.
Yeah.
And the next one, everybody's having holding an orgy, I guess, and they're dead. Like, so overall, I prefer Halloween over
Thank you.
yeah.
Yeah, that's actually. I mean, Friday the 13th does pick up later on in the series, but I will give you that Halloween's better.
Yeah.
I think Halloween, for me personally, when you compare the two, I think Halloween, because obviously part 2, Jason, this is his first time killing people, and it really shows because he's very sloppy at it. He's not very good at killing. He's very
part 3
it's
around
very
part
new.
4 is when he gets really good.
No, but I'm just saying, like Halloween, Michael just starts off like a brutal fuck.
Pro.
Like he just knows how to kill. He's very intelligent with his kills,
and
very
sophisticated
brutal.
with it.
Yeah, very brutal and very creative too.
The way I've always thought it was like he's kind of like an artist when he with his skills.
Yeah. We said that in the last Halloween one when we did this one. Friday the 13th Part 2. For me, when I watch it, the highlights are the sex scenes and all that stuff.
Yeah.
All the hot girls and things like that. That's the highlights of it. You're like, the only thing I remember when I first watched it, when I wasn't with you guys, but I told you about it, is when Jason kills the guy in the wheelchair, and I remember point blank saying, Jason, he's a cripple.
That kid didn't even know what hit him.
He got machete to the fucking face and then he went downstairs.
I don't know what he did to piss off the director or whatever, but he didn't just take an arrow. He fell down a huge ass flight of stairs.
It was machete, actually. To the face.
No, but I'm just saying, like, he literally went down like
several flights of stairs.
Yeah, like a huge one. Like a huge ass flight of stairs. I'm sitting there, what did he do to the director? Because that's
Rolled over his feet.
No, but that usually signals that he pissed off the director.
Yeah,
when the director gives you a brutal death, that usually means like he didn't like you or he really wanted you to know that he hated you.
Yeah, he probably rolled over his feet or something. Who knows?
I'm trying to remember what I was going to say. Shit.
Sorry, man.
Sorry about that.
No, it's
all right. Andrew.
Yeah.
Your opinion?
Your score of
your opinion?
Friday the 13th?
Part 2.
Part 2?
Yeah. 1 and 2.
Well, 1 and 2?
Both.
1.
Boring. Yep.
Sex scene was hot.
Yeah.
A 5, I guess.
We fast forwarded just to watch the fucking
for you. Let that be known.
You guys talked me into it.
Yeah, no, you were very curious. We know.
Oh.
So, I'll give the sex scene on that one.
You remembered. Go. Talk.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Talk.
Okay. Well, so I made the comments in part 2 about his mask. I was like, "Oh my god, the KKK!"
Mask is creepy.
Like he wore a white what's that over his head? I'm thinking KKK.
It would have been more perfect if it was the black guy was there. If it was the black guy.
And I did something really funny. It was like they were talking earlier. We were talking about Friday the 13th, and they said there's not a lot of black people in the movies.
Okay, don't
go there.
No, please don't.
I was gonna say what I said, you know.
Right.
Oh, there's a black guy, and you know they all burst out laughing because I pointed it out.
No. I was like, oh, I see it now. Oh, sorry, it was too dark. That was terrible of me. Like,
that was bad.
I'm going to hell.
Wow.
Shouldn't have said that on the podcast, man.
Oh well.
It was a joke.
You know what?
Whatever.
Yeah, it was a joke.
Whatever.
People
I'm gonna be
need to
hated.
deal with it.
Whatever. No, it's not that. He says it's the KKK, and I'm just in there. I was like, damn, dude. I didn't realize it till he said it, and I was sitting there being like, it would have been more funny if it was the black guy. It would have been
The best scene for me personally is where I told.
Well, I think it would have been funnier because I think he would have acknowledged it, and he would have been like, the KKK.
You know what? I think
He probably would have.
I think that's why the director didn't kill him off.
Maybe. I don't think he was going to kill any. The guys who went to the bar weren't going to get killed off.
Yeah, they
we
went
knew
to the
that.
bar.
Yeah, they went to the bar.
Yeah.
The two that came back were stupid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The one thing I'm gonna say is now that me and Chris picked up on was the girl who says that came to work late, and she says I promise I'll never be late again. So I said in her voice, Paul, I'm late, and Chris is the only one who got it. Captain C is the only one who got it because they're in a relationship.
No, during the sex scene.
Yeah.
During the sex scene, she had something important to say, and I said, "I'm late."
I was like, no.
Okay.
I think that's a good inside joke. There.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
All
that's
right.
good. All right.
Andy, continue.
You
Okay.
said you raised the
So
sex scenes.
the sex scene was definitely a 9 out of 10 on that one.
Only that, right?
Only on part 1, right?
Yeah, part 1 overall. The ending got pretty interesting.
All right.
Only that because
Yeah. And then part 2.
When it was just some middle-aged woman that was killing these kids.
Oh, it was stupid. It
Yeah,
was
that
downright.
yeah.
We were making fun of it like there's no tomorrow. And then
Oh my
we were
God.
constantly criticizing the final girl because it's like she has her on the ground and we're like, finish her off.
Yeah, just
No,
stick
and
a
then she
thing
just
into
runs
her
away.
skull.
She's just like, ah! Just gets right away. It's like,
I
Just
cringed
kill
like
her.
hell.
I
And
just-
then-
Step on her throat, do something.
yeah.
Yeah, smash her
Jesus
skull with your
Christ.
foot.
Like, bro,
The bitch slap, Bill.
the final girl gets bitch slapped 4 fucking times, and I'm like, you know what? You kind of deserve it at this point. She slapped
You're
the stupid out of you.
enough. Yeah, and then, let's see, I give that movie probably about a 5 out of 10.
The first one?
First
Yes.
one. Oh,
Same here.
I'm low.
Oh my
Like
god!
3.
It took.
I'm like a 2.
Oh shit!
I'm like
Well,
a 2.
I'm only giving it a 5 out of
See-
10 because of the sex scenes.
Oh,
So-
I do.
Well, same
Dude.
here, but
They were fucking.
No, I know.
So-
I know. No,
Sorry,
dude,
sorry.
dude,
No, you're
dude.
saying, you're saying.
Okay, of the ones I've seen, and I'm sure the captain agrees with me. So the final girl,
Mhm.
she's just like in the kitchen while making the coffee.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
Bro,
What's he
like,
doing?
what the fuck?
I'm like,
It took 5 minutes to make coffee.
oh my god.
Maybe 8.
Coffee makers work fast.
It had to be 8 minutes. It had to be
I don't
8
think they had
minutes.
coffee makers back in the day.
It had to be 8
Right?
minutes because we were making a joke like, I wouldn't do coffee, I do hot chocolate, and then
Yeah.
we're just watching her.
Or
We're
warm milk.
watching her make. We're watching her make coffee, and I'm thinking,
Is she still on
and,
there?
yeah. And when you fast forward, it literally looked like 10 minutes of just her making coffee and then walking around the house.
I looked it up. It's a 4-minute scene.
Fuck. It literally looked like it lasted longer than that.
Yeah, I know.
But no speaking, but just
Just her doing
A
something
girl-
stupid. I think they had an idea for a killer and they didn't have any story and they basically just told her, just do what you would, just make coffee.
Well, again,
Make coffee.
they're porno writers.
The part that
yeah, I
made no
know.
sense.
Story making is not their strong
suit.
suit.
Scene though is like, and
The
like she
sex
tried to
scenes
go
are.
to sleep.
Yes.
So she just gives up and makes coffee. Like,
Yeah. What a way to what a way to like not go to sleep.
you're like, I tried, it didn't work. Well, make my some coffee then.
Also, I literally thought one girl survived, and then we're counting, and it's like, oh no, they're all dead. Where did the one girl go?
She's also dead.
No, but I'm like, I don't think we even saw
They
her.
don't
get
ever
killed.
show her. No, that's the weird part.
we never see her get killed off screen or nothing. She's just gone. Like she just disappeared. Like she went into a black hole and just never came back.
Yeah.
I forgot.
It's like, oops, I forgot. She left. She walked out the door into a black hole and just like, where did she go?
Hello?
And then there was, and that girl didn't even survive because she was killed in her own home.
Oh, an episode, part 2 by
Yeah.
Jason, because Jason wanted revenge on it for his mama,
Yeah.
and that cat was not scared. He was like, "You gonna feed me, bro?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bro, where you going?"
He didn't even feed he didn't kill the cat.
No, he didn't
No.
kill
He
the
didn't
cat.
kill the dog either.
He didn't kill muffins. We thought he killed
Muffins.
muffins.
They're like, Jason, how could you?
How could you kill the dog? I guess he must have been sweet. He was probably petting the dog.
He was probably like,
yeah,
this.
yeah.
He's like, no. He was doing exactly what he thought. He was standing there
I can't
waiting
kill
for the
you.
hot girl, to come get muffins, and then like the hot girl's like, muffins, and then she walks back like, ah, la, la, la. He's like, oh, they left muffins.
She must
I
die.
have to kill her now.
That must be why she died. One of the first. She was one of the
No,
first ones to
no.
die.
My favorite part, hold on, before anyone starts, is when we made Jason the Mickey Mouse voice.
Oh my god.
Oh, you
I
must
was-
die. Oh.
Oh, he got kicked in the balls.
Okay. Yes. But Guerrero, yeah, but that happened, and like
Yeah.
I made a scenario where the victim's like, you know what? If you're going to kill me, you might as well speak about it. Come on, we'll say something. I'm going to kill you. The hell? That's your voice? Yeah. I work at Walt Disney.
Oh, I brought it up. No, I brought it up. Shut up. I'll do it. He's like, I do Mickey Mouse on the weekend. Mickey Mouse is my day job. And remember, kids, only you can prevent forest fires.
Oh, look. 4 kids. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Man, we had so much fun making a Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, I know.
That was the best ever.
Okay.
I went a little off the top.
So
How about-
I'm gonna give Friday the 13th Part 2 a 5.
Same.
Yeah, about a 5.
Actually,
The scenes are-
A
no.
4.
I give it a 6 because it's way better than the last one.
Actually, you know what? I'll bump it. I'll give it a 5. I give it a 5. I did give it a 4, but I'm going to give it a 5 based on the fact that Jason is the first Jason one. He really sucks at killing, though.
In the beginning, yeah.
And I did guess right. Of the only girls, he took the hot, extremely hot one to go fuck in his cabin
Yeah.
after death.
Yeah.
I was right. So he is a necrophilia.
Most likely.
Or they were just saying it up that he could be.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Like how he killed the cop. That cop did not see it coming.
No.
Alright, I think that...
even though the
be
nude
right
scene,
back.
the hot girl swimming in the
Oh yeah, that was
water
hot.
scene,
Oh,
that
yeah,
one was
that
a
was
10
hot.
out of 10.
That was hot. That was
Not
10.
6.
No. So,
This is becoming
yeah.
a pain in the ass.
Sorry.
Alright, so I think that's good. I think that was a good stopping point.
Yeah, we got
Oh yeah.
the taste test.
All right.
Alright.
We'll do that, and then we're done.
Yeah.
One night is we're getting what's it called again?
Drinks.
Smirnoff Ice Green Apple.
Smirnoff Ice Green Apple.
Okay, who wants the 2 Star Wars cups? I got.
Call it.
Okay.
Sure.
R2D2 and BB-8.
I'll do BB-8.
R2D2 because
Okay.
he's the go.
I respect Gingerbeard's statement.
I gave it a ginger beer because ginger beer deserves something nice.
Well, you know, because of the original. Oh, come on. How old are you again? Oh my god, I feel like it was strange. I'm the one
catch myself.
who feels like the only adult here, and I'm really immature.
Bullshit! You're not the only adult here. You're amongst your friends.
Oh, okay.
That is dog shit in the bed, and you know that.
That's pretty.
Okay,
That's
let's
not.
split up amongst you guys evenly.
That's not like specific. Hey.
Yep.
I'm R2. I'm R2.
And then here you go.
He's BB-8.
Okay,
Coffee mugs, that is real classy.
Right.
on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that's too sour for me.
No?
Yeah, it's alright.
Too sour. Sorry, I'm not a sour apple fan. I'm not.
I prefer the grape one.
The grape one's better, in
Oh,
my
yeah.
opinion. I think fruit punch would be hysterical.
Oh yeah.
Fruit Punch is actually really good, and I'm surprised it didn't have.
Josh, don't forget you gotta drive tonight.
It's like 0.5 alcohol percent level,
There's
dude.
barely alcohol. Barely alcohol in there. He's got to drive too, and he's fine. Oh, Brightline's here.
That's a freight train.
Oh.
What we heard earlier was Brightline.
Did you know that they had like? Did you know that the guy wanted to ride Brightline and like there were like 4 trains or 3 trains going down south or going north? Did you see that right on the news where there were 3 trains going north
You know, I get that much.
at 5 o'clock?
I prefer the grape
He
one.
prefers to go. It's too sour.
What would you give it a score?
It's shit.
Well, let's 1 or 0. What's your out of 10?
It's
Or
shit.
5?
So shit out of 10. Okay.
Yeah, it's a shit out of 10.
Ew.
Yeah, it's a turd.
7.
7, not bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Personally, this is my second favorite. My favorite is also the grape, so I'll give you that. So I'm,
okay,
this
got
is
it.
a 6.
I got an interesting voice. Can I
Okay.
say something?
Go ahead.
You're like a turd.
You look just like a turd. Boy.
I just like, you'll be like a turd.
A turd in the wind.
Venom Man, that was a classic movie, bro.
I love that movie.
Best movie.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
We are Venom, and you are a turd in the wind.
And this is Guerrero, the ugly.
He flicked you off just now.
Is that the size of your dick?
No,
Your IQ or your amount of friends you have?
no answer?
You just gotta keep
Please,
doing
yes.
that.
I know, because he has no answer back.
You're not talking, not.
Finger erection.
All
now
right.
it's two.
So this has been our Halloween special. We appreciate that. We appreciate your time, and we hope that you come back next week for our next Halloween special, where we're going to continue maybe the Friday the 13th.
Actually, I have a proposal.
Or
Can we do VHS?
no,
Oh, come on.
no.
I got it.
You know how big of a pain in the ass that's going to be to set up?
No, not the actual snow. The actual VHS series, not movie.
Dude, can we just continue where we left off and let them watch the two good ones of Friday the 13th?
Sure, but can we also do like one VHS?
No.
Fine.
You're not going to win that one, because we
Yeah.
have to watch Five Nights at Freddy's the next day.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay.
All right, and this has been you just heard a little argument from us. This has been the. God damn it! You made me mess up. Fuck you. Fuck you so hard.
You messed
Fuck
up.
off.
Wow.
Ow, that hurt. Okay.
The last one was 2 hours, by the way. So fuck you.
I wonder why.
What did I do?
It's always your fault.
All right, this has been another Cannonball podcast. I've been your host, Captain C, and we're signing off. Please
Our
come back
meetings,
for
goodbye.
our next Halloween special.
Woo!
Happy. Oh wait.
Happy Halloween.
Halloween.
Happy Hanukkah. Halloween.